blah, blah. What's up, y'all? It's Marcellus Wiley, that dude. Let's talk about what y'all talking about, which is Dave Portnoy and Barstool Sports partnering up with Fox Sports so he can host Big Noon Kickoff and also a daily show on their platform. Look at that partnership right there and what it means to ESPN, because according to Dave Portnoy, ain't no love lost between him and his first partnership with ESPN. We're going to dive into all of that. But before we do all of that, we got to make sure we support the community by going to projecttransition.org. Leave your email. Oh, you want to do more? You want to donate to help us with our mentorship, our sports programs, and also to get these kids experience and exposures? Leave a donation any size, or you can become a gym member like James Washington and leave a donation as a giver every month, a gym member. You can receive that book like James Washington is. Make sure you guys support this channel as well by subscribing. Now, let's dive into this because Dave Portnoy is hype. I mean hype. Okay.
Music. Question for you. What conference has ruled college football year
Ivy.
after year after year?
Ivy League.
National champion after national champion?
Ivy League.
Answer. The Big Ten. Wow. And what network covers the Big Ten better than anybody else? Fox Sports. Big Noon Kickoff. And what school has dominated the Big Ten more than any school in the history of the conference? The answer, the Michigan Wolverines. When is the last time Ohio State was able to beat Michigan?
Oh, I think I know that one. I got to stop it. Fair play. Was it fair usage? Before COVID?
Not before the days of COVID. Alabama, the mighty Alabama in the SEC. We beat them like a drum year after year, putting Nick Saban and retiring at home. So let me ask you this, people at home. When you look at the set of Big Noon Kickoff, I see an Alabama guy, we put them in a pocket. I see Ohio State can't beat us. I see Notre Dame too scared to join the conference.
Ooh.
And whenever they talk about Michigan, you can tell the jealousy. You can tell how they want to be us. Oh, they knew the signals, this, that, Connor Stallion. Enough. Nobody has been there to defend the kings of the conference, the people who put this conference on the map.
Now they get rid of the facility and they going in on football. God dang, the facility can go in on the football too, but this is hilarious. College football, look out. Here comes Dave.
So that ends today, friends. Barstool Sports, myself, we are joining Big Noon Kickoff. The days of kicking Michigan when we're not around is over. I will be there, so we beat on the field and we beat in the booth. Now, sure, Barstool has a lot of Big Ten people. It's not just me. Big Cat, Wisconsin, Safety School, Wisconsin, Iowa, no offense. School after school, Indiana, beautiful campus. Signetti put a cigarette out. We have all the schools covered, but only one school matters, and that's Michigan. We've ruled that conference with an iron fist for the past decade, and now it will continue in between the white lines and on the desk. So all you people out there who think you got the last word on Michigan, those days are over. Tune in, Columbus. Big Noon Kickoff. I'll be there with your dysfunctional little national champion. You can't beat us, and you know it. We'll see you soon. Music.
I won't deny I'm straight hyper. Oh, yes, you can't beat that song. Right? Oh, that's sick. Okay. Let's get into this because we know what they're doing. They're stirring it up. Try to get that school spirit. And when we talk about school spirit, we ain't talking about Big Ten. We ain't talking about SEC because you know ESPN got the SEC on lock and Fox got the Big Ten on lock. Obviously, they're going to have joint opportunities as the first week. Ohio State, Texas, and they're both going to be there, ESPN and Fox Sports. So this is a play for your eyeballs, but more your attention even if you are there in venue, in stadium, because you know those big shows, College Game Day, King, but Big Noon certainly taking big bites at it. And what bigger star out there that could bring in that mature school spirit, you know what I'm saying, like Pat McAfee did for Game Day, and now Dave Portnoy is expected to do for Big Noon. I think it's a tremendous move, but this move is not just about that kickoff show, which happens on Saturdays. It's also about him creating the daily show and who he's creating it with, Fox Sports, and how he still ain't let it go with ESPN. I should have never done a deal with ESPN. When we did the ESPN deal, they looked like they had a sour taste in their mouth every time they looked at me. So now let's talk about that because there's the conversation of how this is going to help Fox close that gap. Now, we all know that they have a tremendous live event package, whether it is the games in the pro or college level. But how do you get the personalities, the broadcast shows, the commercials for those live events to close that gap with First Take, close that gap with College Game Day, etc.? Well, they're going about it this way with Dave Portnoy and Barstool Sports. Become a gym member with Project Transition. As a giver every month, small gifts have a big impact in creating real change. Not only will you transform lives, you'll also win and unlock once-in-a-lifetime experiences. Join me, Marcellus Wiley, in making a real impact through Project Transition, a global giving community dedicated to uplifting underserved youth with mentorship, education, and access to real opportunities. Your donation doesn't just enter you to win unforgettable prizes and exclusive experiences with myself and other gym members. It fuels our mission to empower the next generation of leaders, dreamers, and game changers. From after-school programs, life skills camps, and career development, every dollar helps unlock potential where it's needed most and where every person makes a world of difference. Give back, win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Support Project Transition today. Become a gym member and help turn obstacles into opportunities.
For the first time, like we had that ESPN deal, they didn't even want to talk to me, right? Like they couldn't stomach the sight of my face. Like they did that deal, they didn't want Barstool in the name. This has a potential to be really good for both parties. They want our audience, but they know what audience we have, and we're going to try to come up with a bunch of things with them, and it's a wide-ranging relationship.
So there's no dedicated, like, it would look like this.
Yes.
So like
well,
the
they're going
to
to put, yes.
Yeah.
But we're going to build a studio for the show in Chicago.
In Chicago. Oh, okay, you said in Chicago. Right. So those
Yes.
guys will be on, and I imagine Dan will be on a dedicated day, or?
Yep, exactly. Yep.
Right. Okay. Well, I mean, that's exciting.
They must have paid good dough for that.
Yeah, well, I'm very happy with the deal.
I'm very happy. Yeah, exactly. It's amazing to me we still live in a world where people don't tell you how much stuff is. When it's like, do you not want me to know so I could get more? Or do you not want me to know so I could get any? Or are you going to get in trouble if you tell? Like, I don't care. Like, I want everyone to know all things, because with all information, we all can benefit, right? Not protect the company, and then somebody else who's trying to strike a deal with, let's say, with ESPN, you don't want to know how much you got, so then he ain't gonna get as much as he could get potentially, etc. But this ain't about Dave Portnoy. That's just my general belief. I'm from the USA Today NFL era of all salaries was out there. Now all our salaries are out there, but it was a day when they weren't. And I was like, why y'all care? Like, doesn't matter. Anyway, let's get to this. What does matter is the fact that they're gonna have daily content show with Big Cat, etc., the whole crew, cycling in. Dave is going to do Mondays, and then they're just going to bring in teammates to do this. And this is the model that FS1 has been trying to work with for at least 3-4 years. Model, behind the scenes. Model, think about it. They started their audio department, Club Shay Shay, Skip Bayless show, Nick Wright, What's Wrong with Nick Wright, etc. And then they also have Colin Cowherd, who has his own network on their network with The Volume. So it's an interesting play right there. I told you guys that they weren't happy with Colin for starting The Volume and how they didn't go to The Volume to do this. Interesting, right? Maybe they did, maybe it didn't work out, or maybe they like, nah, we didn't like you starting it, so we ain't gonna help you build it. But they're going to Chicago, and that's where The Volume is going to be. That's where Colin Cowherd is going to be in his new studio. And so they're going to be there as well. So it's interesting, if you're Colin, how that plays out. You know, we got a licensing deal on our network, Fox Sports, that I'm a part of. But, hey, you can license out Club Shay Shay if it's still with The Volume. That's kind of like tricky. But I think it still is. Club 520, right? A lot of clubs. I like Dub's show. They got stuff on the network. You got Colin. There's a podcast. I'm sure that wouldn't work. But point being, they're going to fill up content with built-in audiences. It's a safe play. It is certainly a safe play. It's an expensive play compared to if you create your own, because you can control those costs. Now you got to pay, and you got to pay handsomely for Dave Portnoy, I'm sure, to bring it on. But do you guys think it's going to work? Beat it up in the comments. I love the play because I think it's a shift, not only in the audience, but I think it's also a shift in terms of how people are really consuming sports. You know how we went through that era. And Dave Portnoy, that's why he hates ESPN, because he went through the era of ESPN when they were starting that, not only Embrace Debate was rolling, but we also were really left-leaning as a country. And it was a Colin Kaepernick time and George Floyd time, and it's just everything was left. You ain't left, you better be out of here because you ain't right. You know what I mean? And now things are more right-facing, or at least balanced in conversation. You got to thank the media. Nope, you thank the internet. Don't thank the media for that, because they didn't do anything for that. They were going to keep it left. Internet made it right, and now it's kind of a balancing act. It's still a little more left than not, but the point is you can get both opinions off without all of a sudden you're racist or you're a sellout all the time, just most of the time. You know what I mean? So we're living in a different place, different time, where now he's on a different network. And as crazy it is, Fox Sports is not really right-leaning like y'all think. It's Disney-owned, and it's still a little left. But the point is, they're open arms to what he is and what they are, because now it's a different climate. So now him joining with Fox Sports, those are two people cripping together. They're going to crip so they could go beat up some blood in ESPN or get some blood from ESPN. That's what it looks like. That partnership is going to be deeper than just money, because they're both on the same side of the fence trying to bring ESPN down. Good luck to them. I'll check it out. I love to see something new, especially this. Not a new show, but kind of like a new mindset, a new way of approaching things. I'm going to check that out. Tell me what y'all think, and y'all beat it up in the comments. Okay, so now, you know we doing this show, boy. Ain't never had to flow against all of Barstool. We flow, boy, but before we do all that, we make sure we take care of your dough, boy, and your dough needs to be hooked up, so you got to go check out my team. Where's my team? They're right here. Monitor Debt Resolution. Call us today, 866-204-0071, or go to pt.monitordebt.com. Let's talk. Let's talk about you. I know you got some medical debt, student loan debt, credit card debt, personal debt, something in debt. Well, that QR code right there is going to hook you up, get you from drowning in debt, get you debt-free, like my man Jonathan. Married man, good dude. 3 little itty-bitties, but is in debt this year. Not next year. Next year, guess what Jonathan is going to be? Debt-free. Check the link in my description for your financial wellness prescription. That's Monitor Debt Resolution right there. pt.monitordebt.com. Check it out. All right, now it's time to flow. Phew. This beat is sick. So when I think of Dave Portnoy and them, I don't know why. I don't even know where they're based. I always think of New Jersey or Boston or something. Something east and cold, whatever. Now I'm going to think Chicago, because that's where the new studios are. But the point is, when I think about them, I'll be like, damn. I'll be thinking like Alchemist beats. I'll be thinking about something like real silky, grimy. Like, you know what I mean? Like deep, dark, but smooth. Like this. Like that. I'm about to get this boy. Shout out to Winston King, my producer. Can you get better than this? Come on, y'all. Let's go. Dave Portnoy. Let's get this thing. Big noon kickoff. Hey, I'm going to rap like Andre on this. Barstool in the building. Guess who slid through? Dave Portnoy. Wildin' like he got nothing to lose. FS1. Pull up. Let's cook something loud. Now, big noon kickoff. Looking rowdy and proud. Big cat on the set with his feet on the desk. Chilling with hot takes like a sports Don Corleone flex. Portnoy grinning like I told you I win. He like, F ESPN, I'm back at it again. This ain't no first take. This is first fade. Dave coming for that mouse. He got sharp blades. No suit, no tie. Just vibes and some heat. Barstool and Fox link up. Now that's elite. Portnoy petty. Got receipts like CBS. Still mad they banned him. Now he about to finesse. Y'all got Stephen A. Cool. We got beer and beef. A daily show too? That's straight disrespect, grief. Ha! I ain't here to play. I'm here to clown. Give me noon on Sundays. We talking that crown. So long, Lee Corso Del Dare Rap. Dave pull up with chaos. Snap back cat. Ooh. Disney said no, so Fox said bet. Now we rolling wild with a tailgate set. They got memes, models, pizzas, pics. ESPN trying to figure out TikToks, clicks. Fox saw the vision. Now the fire got lit. Portnoy talking names and talking this shit. It's edgy, it's raw, it's tailgate TV. No filters, no rules, no HR2C. Just a gang of wild boys with a network check. Ready to crash that Mickey Mouse. Get that set. Barstool and Fox, that's our rivalry move. Portnoy finally found a partner to groove. So grab a beer and a seat. Let's go be rough. ESPN, y'all soft. Barstool playing tough. Win big, be the difference, be greater than your greatest excuse. Yeah. This is Marcellus Wiley with an urgent message for anyone struggling with over $10,000 in credit card debt. Here's what you need to do right now. Visit pt.monitordebt.com. They've helped thousands reduce what they owe by dealing directly with creditors, cutting balances by 30, 40, even 50%. This isn't a loan. This is a proven debt settlement program where you make affordable monthly deposits while they do the heavy lifting. Many clients become debt-free in 24 to 48 months. Don't wait another day drowning in interest. Call 866-204-0071 or visit pt.monitordebt.com. Your financial freedom is waiting. It's just one phone call away. It's been a decade plus that I knew that this day was going to come. Oh, this is not hyperbole here.
Because I think the verse.
Time to hydrate. Hydration's the situation, so